What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of SpeedSim. I'm eHouse.
And I'm Amy.
And today we are taking a look at a 3D printed high Capa Carbine kit that was sent to us by Sanctus Customs. So, Amy, why don't you take it away?
So, yeah, like Eric said, this was sent to us for free. We did not buy this.
Yep.
This is a 3D printed high Capa Carbine kit, obviously. Posted numerous pictures on my Instagram about this. Starting off, the kit is 3D printed. Now, it is plastic. There are a little bit of burrs left on this kit. Now, the body is matte. He did kind of brush it off and kind of make it look more matte, but the stock and the front end is still very glossy. You can see that there's still a bunch of burrs left over. This is obviously a prototype kit because it is 3D printed, and this is one of his latest re-edition. The carbine kit is really great. I mean, it is modeled after the AW Custom. That's becomes my first gripe because I believe that's all he has or runs or whatever. So it is modeled after that. So TM frames are not going to fit this 100% because I have to kind of let it kind of rest here in order for it to even, oh my gosh, do anything, if I can even get to work right now.
Yeah, here we go. Perfect example.
Perfect example. Here we go.
Yeah.
So in order for it to even work, you kind of have to kind of give it a little nudge here, and then when it's completely out, it just won't move at all, or completely down, or whatever. It doesn't want to move. So this is not clearly built around the TM frame, and you need the rail piece on the bottom in order to install it, which I'm going to show you right now. So you kind of pull this out. Now you are sacrificing your slide release in order for this to even work. So the slides open like this, and you put it back in, and you put it into the kit itself. It takes a little bit of effort to get this in. It's not perfect.
If you didn't have an extended barrel and a TM high Capa, it would probably be a much easier install. But with a TM high Capa with an extended inner barrel, it's a little bit more of a pain.
Yeah. So, like I said, you do sacrifice your slide release because it's how you kind of mount it in here. It's the only really way to get this to work. So if you're like Eric and you really want that slide to lock back every single time you empty a magazine, you might not be the kit for you. And if you're running a TM, this also might not be the kit for you. But overall, the kit is really great. It comes with 2 extra additions. It comes with the suppressor. I wasn't a really huge fan of this because one of the pictures I saw always had this on there, and I actually like this a little bit more. And it also comes with a buffer tube adapter. Now, these are really to install. You just unscrew these 4 screws on each side, or 2 screws on each side, and this slides up, and then you can put this in there if you want to use an M4 adapter, and you just want to put your own kind of flair to it. One thing I like about this stock, it does hold an extra magazine. Now, it is friction locked. There's no actual way to lock it in there. It's really secure, and that gives you a little extra space to put a magazine. Now, as you can see, all these screws are kind of like from Home Depot, so this is not 100% flushed out. Again, one of my gripes, I wish all the screws kind of matched a little bit, so it gives it one uniform look.
I mean, my suggestion would be if someone were to buy this kit, give it a paint job.
Yeah.
I mean, this kit would look a lot better if at least like all the colors matched. Because right now you've got the gloss on the front, you got the gloss on the stock. So with all the differences in the finishes, it looks very amateurish, and which this is a prototype, so that's kind of to be expected. But I would suggest give this kit a paint job if you get it, or if Sanctus Customs feels so inclined, I would definitely suggest trying to make this finish a little bit more uniform. Something that I kind of like about this kit as compared to other carbine kits is the AR style charging handle. If I can get it to work, because TM doesn't work great in this. Okay, I can't. But the AR style charging handle works great. I think that's a really nice addition to this over other kits. So I would suggest to Sanctus, though, I think the easiest fix to make TMs work in this kit is to have 2 versions of this bottom rail. One for the AW Custom and one for the TM. Because if you actually cant the TM so the back is in contact with the top, that works just fine. The gun cycles just fine. The gun shoots just fine. Whereas if you make this flush here, that's when you run into issues. So clearly it's a clearance issue with the frame and slide spec differences of the AW Custom versus the TM. And if you just had a different clearance and a different orientation of bottom portion here, you could design it to accommodate TMs. And theoretically, people could even buy those different ones separately if for some reason they wanted to run different high Capas in the kit at different times, or you can make them for a variety of aftermarket frames, all kinds of stuff. The stock design, I want to give props for specifically as a larger dude and as a mongoloid who ruins things, because this is a very thick stock design. It's clearly very densely printed. There's not really any flex to it. And the length of pull actually feels very natural for a gun this size for me. It reminds me almost of my Vector. So I think he did a good job designing that. Other than that, just the fit and finish, like the way it looks so obviously 3D printed, the differences in the finish, just ironing those out, I think would make this kit a lot more appealing to the mass market. I mean, it is a very niche thing. Yeah. High Capas are generally an enthusiast market, and if you're buying one, give it a paint job, and a lot of these issues are rectified. That said, though, this kit does cost, what, 160 bucks? So for $160 for a bunch of 3D printed plastic, I would definitely say some fit and finish and some unique touches would be the thing to elevate it to make it that much more competitive.
And match to all the screws the same color.
Yeah.
Like a black screw, or even if you just painted them yourself, it would make it look not so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're in the market and you have an AW Custom or even a TM and you don't really mind this little wobble to it, this is a great kit for it, because there's not a lot of kits out there. There's usually G-Series and single stack 1911. It's nothing really for high Capas, and I think Sanctus has a great market here if you could just flush out these couple of little issues here and there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a prototype kit, so bear that all in mind. We are just giving feedback on how to improve future iterations.
Yep. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, my name is Amy.
And I'm E-House.
And catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Thank you for watching this video from Gun Gamers. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Check the description below if you'd like to buy a t-shirt or a patch, and use the coupon code JUDY10 for 10% off of your next order at Amped Airsoft. Thank you again for watching, and praise Judy.